wakes up in a hospital naked. Hello and guten Tag. I am your host, Dr. PHRIP, and whenever I do not perform black market surgery on anyone who can't afford real surgery, I am here in my hideaway reviewing horror movies. So, as you are aware, it is Halloween in January for me. Don't know where it is for you. But yeah, I have got movies to review, and we are very nearing the end of it all. Yeah, we are. So, today's movie review is, if you've seen the title already, 28 Days Later. Yeah, 28 Days Later is a British post-apocalyptic zombie movie written by Alex Garland and directed by Danny Boyle. It stars Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, Brendan Gleeson, Megan Burns, and Christopher Eccleston, former Doctor Who. So, the movie starts where it's quite fast paced. It begins in this science lab with chimps, and these animal rights activists attempt to freeze them. But they are warned by a scientist who happens to be there, telling them that they're infected with a virus of rage and anger. But of course, they don't listen and the chips get out and the virus spreads. Then we cut to 28 days later, when Jim, played by Cillian Murphy, wakes up in a hospital naked, and then walks around the hospital. Not until scrubs, pretty much like the ones I'm wearing. And he walks around and London is deserted. He walks about shouting, "Hello, hello," but does not find anyone. Till he finds some infected people, rage zombies like rabbits, running after him. Of course, he gets lucky when two survivors save him, and they go to a shop. Then, of course, Jim then wants to go home and collect some things to see if his parents are alright. But they are unfortunately dead. And then a zombie attack happens in his house, and the guy that helped him with the woman, who was played by Naomi Harris, he gets bitten, so she has to kill him and put him down. Well, Jim and the woman, they have to try and find a cure, and have to be extremely quiet and not attract the infected. Then they find a flat with flashing Christmas lights, and that is some big guy, I can't remember his name, but he's played by Brendan Gleeson. And they're up there taking refuge from the infected. They manage to make it up, and the bloke fends off the zombies, and they throws them off and kills them. So anyway, after knowing that London is a dead end, they get a radio signal saying that there's a refuge centre for people where soldiers are. So they decide to go to Manchester, and of course along the journey there they make, they get a few food supplies and stuff, drive off in a taxi. But of course it's all about to come to disaster. But of course there's one part where they find a meadow, a field where it is like a paradise. But they must leave, though, as they have to find the soldiers in Manchester. And they do, but, and then the soldiers are a bit bent and dirty, and they want to, take advantage of the women. Brendan Gleeson gets infected, so he is killed in the movie. The soldiers are led by former Doctor Who, Christopher Eccleston, and of course, he does not like Jim, and throws him out in the middle of nowhere with the infected. In the end, though, one of the soldiers that are infected, or they're keeping as a pet on chains, he breaks them free and they go crazy. Then there's a whole riot going on in the house where the infected are getting all the soldiers, picking them off one by one. Then Jim and the girl, who was played by Megan Burns, I forgot to mention, and Naomi Harris are all escaping, and they take refuge in a cottage in the countryside, where they put out a big SOS sign and see a plane fly above them. So yeah, it is a good movie. I very much enjoyed it. Danny Boyle does a lot of good movies. He's a very good British director. And also, yeah. So, 28 Days Later. It spawned a sequel 28 weeks later, which wasn't as good as 28 Days, but you know, it was okay. And I heard that for a while now, 28 months later has been in the works for quite a while. But of course, like in the sequel, they thought after 28 days it was over. But they guessed so wrong. So very wrong. Anyway, 28 Days Later, I am going to give this one a good, I am giving it a good 4 chimpanzees out of 5 infected people. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And also, Random Ross, he may not be full-time, but he is very close to returning. But he has links in the description below to his social media, Facebook, Twitter. Follow him on both those, please, to stay updated on what he gets up to when he's not on the YouTube community. So yeah, I bid you all a Wiedersehen, goodbye, yeah?